Hi, hello, welcome to my corner of the internet, guys. So today I'm going to do a get ready with me. You're not going to care about the makeup because guess what? We're doing hot takes. Hot takes. I asked you guys on my community tab what hot takes you had, and it could be about anything your little heart desires. So I have quite a few posts on here or answers on here. So we're going to go through them as I do my makeup. So I'm not going to be talking about my makeup. You're just going to watch it. But I'll link it down in the description box so that way you guys can see if you are interested in anything that goes on my face. All right, so let's get started, shall we? I'm priming my lids because I forgot to do that already. Anyway, so let's start out with the first hot take, shall we? The political makeup trend on TikTok. What the H? So I had to look this up because I had no idea. So you guys know I don't have TikTok and I don't intend to get TikTok. It's just care for it. So I had to look this up to see what in the world this was about. So I think I did my research right. And it has to do with the makeup that Republicans versus Democrats wear. And I should say women wear. And how apparently this is like a whole trend where it's like a parody. And people are making fun of mainly about Republicans. And not necessarily about Democrats, which it's a whole nother topic on its own. I'm not here to pick sides or tell you guys what side I'm on. If I'm on a side, that's not my point. My point is I feel like this trend is stupid. I really do. I always notice, and this is something that I've noticed in my life in general, that typically when you have nothing to, you've gotten to a point in your life where you don't really genuinely have an argument for someone. You ever notice that the person that is either in the wrong or at fault or just doesn't have a concrete evidence for what they're arguing about, they automatically go to people's physicality. Oh, look how ugly you are. Oh, you're so fat. Or that's why you're bucktooth. Or that's why your mom couldn't afford for you to buy acne this stuff for your face. I've always noticed that since I was a kid. Anytime somebody really gets like to that point, it's because you don't have an actual defense, basically. So I don't know the background of this whole entire trend, but the few that I watched, and I think I've only watched like 3 or 4. I couldn't do it anymore. The few that I watched, unnecessary. Thank God I'm not on TikTok. The reason why I got off of Twitter while it was still being called Twitter, not X, is for this main reason, because I couldn't stand that. And I feel like TikTok has become the old Twitter is now the new TikTok, where people just go on there to complain and whine and to make fun of people unnecessarily. It's just uncalled for. Like, there's no need. Let people be. Let people do their thing. I don't agree with either side doing anything of this sort. I don't find it to be funny. And I'm not somebody who is that petty to nitpick at people's way of doing makeup. I kind of feel like this whole political thing can be taken to the extreme where you could see people, I don't know if it's a thing yet, you could see people doing makeup according to people's races. That's how I see it. And I don't like it. So I agree with you about that. Thank God I didn't know about it, because that would have annoyed me, flicking through and constantly seeing it. It's not necessary. I don't find there's nothing to it that is beneficial to anyone, basically. All right, hot take 2. When creators talk down or reprimand their whole audience when they are upset at a few people. You don't do this, but I unsubscribed from someone who did years ago. The constant negativity complaining gets old. Yeah, I am not somebody who constantly likes that either. I'm not somebody who is negative. I try not to be negative. I just saw a friend of mine post about this, how a lot of things that are negative get more views. And you ever notice that whenever somebody does a video about something negatively, they get more views than they do when like somebody says they like stuff. It's more of like, don't buy this stuff because you hate it. Negativity always gets more attention. That's why, like, when you get a million compliments, but then somebody tells you that you don't look nice in that outfit, that's the one comment that sticks out versus the thousands that have complimented you on your style. That's the same kind of thing. I've never personally been subscribed to somebody who has reprimanded their whole audience like that. I've done disclaimers, but it's like overall disclaimers because I know it's either going to be asked. I know it's going to be questioned. So I just like to set the tone, but not necessarily to reprimand a whole entire audience for a few. Just recently, somebody try to make an argument about something that's just unnecessary. It's just completely unnecessary. But I'm not coming on here telling all of you guys about that. It's the way I guess that person really got triggered by what those individuals said to them. I don't know. There's a way around it, and I agree. I don't like that. I've personally never been subscribed to somebody who has done that, or I just missed that video because I didn't see it. All right, we got 2 hot takes. When people tell you to not be an a-hole or say something negative like that in their video as part of their outro ending line, I feel like they are assuming I will automatically be an a-hole. I unfollowed. It bothers me less if they remind people to be kind. Okay, I had to rethink about that one. So you don't like it when somebody says to don't be an a-hole, instead be kind to one another kind of thing. I agree. I personally like to say be nice to each other, respect each other. Mainly my main thing is just to respect one another on here. I always say that we all have difference of opinions, but we do all at the end of the day have to respect each other. And that's the end of that. Just like a family, you may not get along with everyone in your family, but you still got to respect them. Say hi and bye and say please and thank you. Just don't forget your manners. That's all that, especially my kids. I always tell my kids that you may not like somebody, and that's fine. You're entitled to do that. And you don't have to like everyone, and everyone doesn't have to like you. But be respectful. At least be respectful. And that's all that I ask. So I'm not saying kiss their rear end. I'm just saying be nice. So I agree with that. And 2, when the audience complains that a primarily review channel is not relatable. The point of them buying all that makeup is not to be relatable, but to help you make purchasing choices. If you want relatable, watch people who focus on what they have. Also known as the best person ever, Alex. Thank you. Yes, I am 100% on this one. And it does kind of bother me because I feel like some people, that doesn't click with them. It doesn't click with them. Because yeah, if you don't want, like here's how I will devour that and explain that to you guys. If there is a specific product that I want, and recently Mother's Day is coming up. I think this video is coming up before Mother's Day. So I wanted to purchase a makeup item for an individual that has dry skin in my life. I don't have dry skin, so I don't know much about a specific product that I was looking for that just launched. So what did I do? I researched and found videos of people who just do reviews day in and day out. And I watched quite a few of them to make an educated decision. Do I watch these people all the time? No. Have I even realized that some of these people did videos? No. I took it as information, took what I needed, and made my decision. I'm not somebody who watches review videos all the time because I was once there and it's just too much. It's overwhelming. I don't want to get triggered to buy a bunch of stuff. So I mainly look at review channels when I need something. And you're absolutely right. See them for what they are. If you want to see an everyday person just doing their makeup, here and there buying stuff, using up their stuff, showing their stuff that is well loved, and that is what helps you and just shares everyday stuff with you guys, and watch people that do that as well. Like, you have a decision, you have a choice, and you can decide what you put in front of your face, what you want to watch. Do you relate to every single video I do? Probably not. You may not like some of my videos, and that's fine. I like to have a little bit of everything, mainly using what I have, hence what I just used today. You guys, using what you have. I love that with throwing some new stuff in that I want to play around with. It's human nature to want to try something new. It's the battle of trying to fight against consumerism and constantly wanting to buy everything. And I've come to a point where I've done really good with that. Do I falter here and there? Yes, especially around the summertime, around my birthday, but you do have a choice. And I completely agree with that. Yes, because without somebody having to explain that to me, that's how I've always been. I remember starting out YouTube and telling myself, you can't buy that, whatever that person's reviewing, because you still have to finish what you have. I used to be that way. And then I let it go. And now I'm trying to get back to that point where I'm like, no, just use what you have, Alex, and then get it. Try everything you possibly can to make what you have work. And if you really can't, then go ahead and get it. But I feel more comfortable doing it that way. So yeah, I completely agree with that. I don't know what I'm doing with my eyes. I don't know what I'm doing today, but we're working with it. All right, let's move on to the next one. I don't like underpainting. And look what we're doing right now, underpainting. It doesn't make a difference at all. I feel like once the foundation goes on, you literally can't see what's on there. Okay, so here is my take on this, and take what you want out of it. I'm not an expert at this. I've never claimed to be an expert at anything. I'm just somebody who enjoys makeup and likes to try different things. Underpainting, I feel like I've seen it and I've done it myself 2 different ways. You can underpaint completely under your foundation, or you can underpaint completely under your powders. So there's 2 different ways of underpainting I've noticed. One is do your base, your primer, your foundation, and then underpaint with cream products to then put powder products on. That to me allows longevity. It allows pigmentation and less powder product on top of your face. If you don't want that much of a powdery look, that's where I would go with the underpainting that way. So the liquid gives you enough color, but you're just setting it with more powder on there, but you're ending up using less powder in the end. So it'll look more meshed together. Underpainting under your foundation, like what I'm doing now, is I typically like to underpaint under my foundation because for me, it kind of adjusts a few things. So bronzer for me adjusts my foundation. Because I wear mineral sunscreen, it gives me a white cast regardless, unless I'm buying specific ones. Most of them give me a white cast. So then I need to kind of counteract that white cast with a little bit of warmth, because then my foundation looks lighter. So I underpaint with bronzer for that reason. I like to underpaint with certain, not all, certain colors of blush for longevity, because there are certain blushes that are way too pigmented that actually alter my foundation when I put it on top, like red ones or really, really bright pink ones. They will turn my foundation more pink based, more red based, and I don't like it. So it all depends. And then highlighter is the same thing. I have oily skin. So for me to underpaint under my foundation with something cream like I'm about to do right now, it allows for me to still have a glow but not look oily. Because if I put it on top of my foundation, it'll make me look oily. It'll just be an oil slick. So what I do is I'll put this here. It kind of works as a primer, a glowy primer for me. And you could see the glow after I put my powders on. My face just has this really nice glow, but it's not super oily, and it won't break down my foundation with my oils because it's under my foundation and all that powder. So that's the best way I can describe why I underpaint, how I underpaint. Other people may have other reasons why. I do it this way for longevity. I have oily skin, and this part of my face right here, it wears out faster if I don't do this. And you don't see that anymore. You don't see my blush as much anymore. You don't see the highlight as much anymore. This allows for me to do that. I have seen people underpaint to contour their face, to change their face shape, to thin it out, to hollow, to do whatever. I don't necessarily do it for that. I do it more for longevity, because I need things to last on my face, because I know how quickly my face breaks down. And if I can help it, I will. And for me, that allows me to play around with more products. So that's my take on underpainting, you guys. So take that for what it is. If you don't need any of that stuff, don't do it. You don't need to. At the end of the day, I end up using less product because I'm underpainting. I definitely use a lot less bronzer. I definitely use a lot less highlight for this reason. And I'm saying powder highlight and powder bronzer because I am underpainting and I don't need as much. It'll last a lot longer and I enjoy it a lot. Underpainting has saved me so much money on buying another foundation that's not going to suit me right and just make work what I have, because it'll bronze it, it'll warm it up, it'll deepen it up just enough without me having to mix a bunch of foundations together or buying a mixer. Cream bronzer has allowed me to do that. It has worked a lot for me. And I've learned that the hard way because buying foundation is hard, especially when you don't have access to a lot of stores. that's my take on that, you guys. And I think I'm officially done this. It just literally squirted out nothing. So I think I might be done with this foundation, you guys. That might have been the last day of me using that one. What? Okay. Next hot take that we have while I am grooming my caterpillars up here. Let's see. I'm not a fan of no makeup. I'm either wearing a full face or nothing. Hallelujah. Thank you, somebody, for saying it. That's how I am. I can't, obviously, I understand the no makeup thing. And I get where there's a place and time for it. It never works for me. I'll tell you, every time I do the no makeup, it looks beautiful as soon as I put it on. But when I'm done wearing it for that day or for those few hours, I look in the mirror and I'm like, oh my word, did I walk around looking like that? I feel like all my cheek products completely fade. They don't last because I don't do the steps that I typically do to have them last. Again, my face is oily. My eyes just look tired. My mascara always runs regardless of what I do. I look like I'm a hot mess every single time I do a no makeup. I'm doing all this that you're seeing right now, or I don't do anything at all. It is what it is. I am content and happy in my own skin that I don't need makeup to make myself feel better. I wear makeup because I love the process of it. I think it is very therapeutic. I love the outcome. I love playing with different products. It's just fun for me. This is like my time, my me time. I love it. I love doing my makeup. But if I don't do my makeup, I'm okay. I'm okay going around in bare skin and just skincare on and my SPF. Absolutely. I have no problem going around that way. I've never been self-conscious in that sense with my face. So for me, I'm good. So yeah, I am not a fan of no makeup. I said it. I've done many videos on the no makeup trend. I just don't like it. I don't like it. It never turns out nice. Every time I do it on camera, it looks flawless, it looks beautiful. Talk to me in a few hours, it sucks. As much as I try to follow steps, as much as I just don't like how it looks on me. It looks like I did nothing. To me, no makeup looks more of like I didn't put any effort into my makeup skills. And it looks like I don't know what I'm doing. It just doesn't. No. If I'm going to cover up, I'm going to cover everything up and not just, do stuff. I've been happy enough that I've been taking care of myself, my inner self. And I don't mean my brain, I mean my physical self, that eating well, not working out, but moving your body and drinking stuff that you're supposed to drink has helped with like my dark circles, has helped with like my hydration of my skin, has helped with like any of those bumps that I used to get up here. Like I just naturally have tried to heal my body. So then I feel even more comfortable in my skin. I used to have really, really dark circles, and now I don't have them as much anymore. I've learned to listen to my body. And honestly, you guys, I'm not against drinking alcohol, but I really don't drink alcohol. Like, it has to be a special occasion. I barely drink alcohol. So for me, that has been a lifesaver as far as hydration on my face too. Yep, and getting good night's rest, let me tell you. I know it's tough, and I know sometimes it's hard, but if you can get more days of sleep well, then it'll work out for you. But yeah, I know some of you guys are probably going to hate me. I just don't like the no makeup. I don't like it. It looks beautiful on some women, but not to me. We gonna do it all or nothing. Amen, sister. Oh, PR companies sending full collections out of waste. Yes. Okay, can I tell you guys that the companies that I have worked with are amazing in the sense that they will email and say, do you want the whole collection, or would you like certain shades only? I know the few that I have worked with will do that, and I love that because it is true. Not only is it not going to work, all of them for me, but then I got to find somebody that it will work for to give to. And that can be a challenge in itself. I don't like to just throw things away, especially if it's gifted to me or I purchase it, obviously, because that's money thrown out. Somebody could use that. But it's hard to find somebody that would want it, because you could find somebody that is that skin tone but may not want it. So then there you go. You know what I mean? So I love the fact that companies are now more aware of that. At least some of the companies are. I can't say all of them, but I will say most companies are starting to realize that. A lot of influencers that I follow will reach out to brands and say, I would love to have it, but can you just only send me this? It's really, really nice thing that they're doing. I think that they've heard the consumer and have done a better job with it. Not saying that it's like 100%, but at least the companies that I can tell you that I've worked with have done that. And I think it's becoming more of the norm to just ask, or even to like watch the content creator's video and know what shade they are. So you can just send them like those 3 shades. I like that. And even some larger companies that I've worked with have done that with me. And I love that because I don't want full collections. I really don't want full collections of stuff. I already have enough and I would love to try it. Absolutely. And if I can gift them, like I've kept certain things already from PR this year that are going to go to a giveaway for you guys because I won't go through all of it. And I'm okay with that. And I love to share it with you guys. So I am 100% with you on that. And I would hope that some content creators would voice it better. There are certain content creators that just don't give a crap. I'm sorry. I'm being blunt. They don't give a crap. They don't think about those things. They're just either naive, don't care, or selfish and want the whole full-blown collection so then they can get the views. I don't know what it could be, but yeah, there are some that just don't give a crap. I own a lot of makeup, but I also do believe that most products actually all look basically the same from the distance. Anyone's looking at you. Well, have I not been saying that forever? I'm telling you guys, nobody's coming up to your face to tell you, you're not wearing Natasha Denona like you said you were. Ain't nobody gonna sit there with a microscope looking and divulging what's on your face, what you wore, how you're wearing it, what brand. Nobody's doing that. Nobody in my life has ever said, Alex, what is on your face? I want to know, does that look like X, Y, and Z? Everything looks the same. I've always said it. You probably already have it like this. This looks like NARS O. Like this blush is so common. Why do I need to buy another one? There's no need for it. Just use this one. And I love this one. See, it looks so pretty on my face. I'm trying to use this one up, you guys, because I'm trying to get rid of this face palette already. So anyway, yeah, nothing is unique. I've always said that. Nothing is unique. Nobody's going around. Like this is like a shifty shade. You think somebody's going to come up and ask me, oh, that's Cleona. Nope, that's an indie brand. It's Too Faced and it's a shadow stick. It's not even a powder. It's a cream product. So yeah, nobody's coming up to you and doing that. I have never, ever, ever in my life have had somebody come up to me and say, that's X, Y, and Z on your face. Never. You can't tell this is a Lancome foundation. This could very well be L'Oreal. You don't know. So yeah, don't ever fall for the price tag or the brand unless you know that that brand actually works for you. Like I personally know that higher end foundations just sit so much better on my skin than any drugstore. And I, for years, have tried drugstore. It's just higher end just work better for my skin. I just love how they look. So I go for that, but I'm not sitting there gloating. Look at me. I'm wearing Giorgio. I'm wearing Lancome. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Makeup at the end of the day is just makeup. And guess what happens to it at the end of the day? You wash it off. Overlining lips looks idiotic. Sure, line the vermilion border, but leave the space between the bow alone. I know. I have a very pronounced Cupid's bow and I always emphasize it. I think it looks pretty. I like a Cupid's bow. I don't like it. I've tried that and it looks like I ate a donut and didn't know how to wipe my lips. That's just me. Maybe okay in a video or filtered picture, but in real life, people look ridiculous. I agree. The only time you'll ever find me overlining my lips is at the bottom to cast a shadow to make my lower lip look bigger. And just to overline a little bit of my cuticle, but like right here, that's it, like right here. And it's so minimally done that you can't even tell that I've done that. Honestly, a lip gloss will make your lips look fuller than anything because of that reflecting light. But I never overline out here or out here. I don't have those kind of lips. I feel like overlining your lips looks nice on certain individuals that have certain lips. It's not made for all lips. sometimes certain lips, like mine, for instance, if I were to overline my lips, you can clearly tell. You can clearly tell, not because I have smaller lips, but just because of how my line is, you can clearly tell. But there are certain lips where I notice the person overlines, but it does look nice. So I can see both ends. I just feel like it's not for everyone. And then not for everyone in the sense of you shouldn't do it. It's just, let me describe it this way. Putting something on your lower lash line and bringing it all the way in to some eye shapes, it changes your eye shape. Same thing goes with your lips. It doesn't look natural. And if you want to contour your eyes or make them look bigger or whatever the case may be, you might want to try something else. Same thing goes with your lips. Your lips are no different. So I see where you're coming from with the overlining of your lips, and the covering of the Cupid's bow drives me crazy. It does, because I love a Cupid's bow. Everyone in my family has a pronounced Cupid's bow. It's like our signature thing in our family. And mine's not as pronounced as my sister's, but I do have it, and I do love to emphasize it and make it a little bit bigger. I don't go over it. I don't know, it kind of reminds, I can tell you, it looks like you ate like a donut or something and just didn't know how to wipe your lips. Good brows will make the biggest difference on your face. Amen. How many times have I said that? Your eyebrows are like the boobs to your face. If you are wearing, I'm going to give you a prime example. Today I'm wearing this shirt. I am not wearing the right bra with it because I don't care. Because I'm not wearing the right bra with it, this shirt just doesn't look right. It just doesn't sit right. It's distracting to the shirt itself because I don't have the right bra on. Same different goes with your brows. If your brows are not done correctly as far as for your own face shape, it just doesn't finish the look. It's the center of your face. Like that, this is your guide. This is your, what everyone's looking at, because it, like, I don't know, it just makes the whole rest of your eye look. And yeah, if you don't do something with your brows, whatever that may be, plucking them, brushing them at least, do something with them. So then that way your rest of your look looks nice. Like you look put together. I'm not saying fill them in. Some people don't have to fill them in. Like, honestly, I really don't have to fill mine in that much. I have accidentally gone out without doing my brows at all, and you can't really tell because I was blessed with a lot of brow. But I get it. Yes, I've always said it. It's no different from you wearing a beautiful dress. You're all dressed up, and then you have the worst bra to go with that outfit. You didn't wear the right bra. Your whole look is gonna be off. Same thing with your brows. Your brows are gonna be the thing that speaks. Homegirl, get your brows together. Get her done. Even without any makeup on at all, and your brows are nice, you look put together. You look nice. With no makeup on and your brows are good, I love that look. I'll brush my brows and put some brow gel in on days that I don't want to do anything, but I still want to look like decent. That's what I'll do. I don't even put on mascara. I just do my brows and brush them, and I'm good to go. Thank you, Lord Jesus, for making me hairy. All right, guys. I accidentally paused the video and finished my makeup and didn't realize I didn't unpause it. So we're going to try the last 3 hot takes here. Last 3 hot takes while I'm kind of done with my makeup. I'm sorry, you guys. I know I am such a mess today. I don't know what I am doing. All right, so the first hot take is, these are the last 3 that I have. The first one is the idea of doing your makeup a certain way. Looking better is ridiculous considering our concept of what looks better. So she saw a Reddit post that said, why do ladies think a brown nude lip is cute? The pink nudes look so much better. Like, ma'am, I became a preteen in the 90s. Yes, I agree. My mom was in her 30s. So I personally like a brown nude too. I don't like a pinky nude as much. You guys see me not wear them often. My head looks like a hot mess. I'm gonna put this back on because I don't like how it looks. So I agree. I don't think that there is a certain way of doing makeup. I don't think that there is a certain setup for it. If you like it a certain way and you feel comfortable in it, do you, boo? Do you? It's not hurting anybody at the end of the day. And like I mentioned earlier, makeup is washed off at the end. It's not affecting anyone. And trial and error. Try things out. I'm not somebody who follows trends a lot. There are certain things that I do love. even if it's unpopular. How many years have I said I love lip liners? You guys, I've always been a lip liner girl and no one else was. And now all of a sudden lip liners are the rage. I just love what I love and I don't care if it's in or not. I'm going to continue to do it. That's just how I am. So yeah, I agree with you. I don't think there is a certain way of doing makeup. I don't like to contour. People say you have to contour. I don't like to contour. I'm never going to do it. I don't care for it. Yes, I got a big old schnoz. Let it be there. It ain't affecting anybody but Mr. Man when I give him a kiss. The second one, she says the concept of personal analysis. I can't stand personal analysis. It's the only effective in true capsules. So, you know, it's like the whole process of whether you're one of the seasons or certain colors are only good for your skin tone. One, my skin tone changes often throughout the year because I get a tan and I'm not the same color as I am all year round. So that to me alone is already the idea, the concept is thrown out the window. Second, I can't box myself into that. I'm sorry, but I love all types of colors. And I'm not somebody who wears these kind of colors often, but I do have them here and there for certain occasions. Could you imagine me not having any at all? There are times you need certain things or would like to have certain things, or there's a theme going on and all of a sudden, because that theme is pink and pink is not my color in the color analysis, so I can't wear that. I see it for those that are not somebody who wants to buy makeup or clothes all the time or whatever it is often, and they just want to have a specific curated capsule and that's all that they want to for work or for home. I can see that. But for the everyday person, at least for me, I love color. I love to experiment. And at the end of the day, you take it off. And if it really doesn't work for you, return it. Just return it or gift it or thrift it. Thrift it in order for you to not have to spend so much and make more waste in the world. But I don't like color analysis. I've never done it on myself and I never care to do it. Nope, I'm good. I'm good with whatever I want to wear, whenever I want to wear, however I want to wear it. The only person that can give me any advice on any of that is my husband. If he doesn't find it appropriate, if he doesn't like it, that he's the only one that's allowed to give me that opinion. Other than that, oh well. Deaf ears. Sorda. Last but not least, I don't understand these girls that are afraid of blush. Whoo, honey boo boo child. I've learned as I've gotten older how important blush is for the face because it really does make you look alive. Why do you think they put blush on corpses for their funerals? Because it just makes you look alive. You find that perfect blush shade for you, that tone, it will completely change your look. It'll completely change the way you feel and how you go about your day. At least it's happened to me. I just look more awake, more put together. I'm like, dang, I am alive. I feel good. Your face naturally blushes. Why would you skip a blush if you're going to cover it up? I think it is one of the most beautiful things. Can you have blush blindness? Absolutely. I don't have blush blindness. At least I don't think I do because I don't like to have too much blush because I underpaint. So I don't need a lot of blush. But the fact that I can see it, I love it. I love it. I think it looks beautiful on and it'll change the look with different shades. I think it'll change your mood. It'll go with the theme. It'll go with the season. It really does put the look together. I was never a blush person, honestly, but as I have experimented with different blush formulas and tones, I have come to appreciate it. I've come to love it. And I think that if there's one thing that I would not skip is blush on my face because it really does just make you look put together and awake. I would skip a bronzer. I would definitely skip a highlighter, but not necessarily a blush. I would love to always have blushes in my life. And I'm pretty good at not buying much. I'm surprised that I haven't devoured more blushes. I think I have plenty of color, so that's what gets me going. But I do love a good blush. I do love a good blush. All right, you guys. I screwed this video up a million times. I don't know what's in here, what's not in here. When I paused it, when I did not pause the video, I screwed things up over and over. So anyway, for the lips, just in case anybody's asking me, because I did them thinking I was recording and I really wasn't recording. I did what I did before, with the exception I added an extra thing. So I added my BFF liner in ColourPop. I also contoured with Cinnamon Spice by Essence is this lip liner, brown and brown. A Blankety is my main lip color. And then to not make it look so stark white, I added Hug Me lipstick. I love this color. It's one of my favorites. Hug Me. I put it on top, and that's the lip color combo that I have. Just in case somebody asks. Just in case somebody asks. I know every time I wear a nude, somebody will ask me. So that's what I got. And then this eye look. I was wanting to test this one out. You could see the shifting of it. This is the Quickie Queen Too Faced in Charmed. I wanted to try this one out because I kind of felt like it was splotchy in the swatches that I did, but it's not splotchy on the eye. So there it is, folks. I tried that out. All right, guys, that's all that I have. Thank you guys for submitting your hot takes. These were some good hot takes, and a lot of these I agree with you. Yeah. We are here. We are here. This is probably why you're here. This is why you're here. All right, guys, that's all that I have. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll catch you guys in another video. Peace.